Good morning. It is May 7th and 2024, and Timmy and I are here to give you a tour of the greenhouse because spring is here and things are leafing out, and I'm all very happy and excited. So first what we'll do is do the front area of the greenhouse, and then we'll walk to the back and I'll tell you what plants we have. So over here, these are trees. We mostly have trees and berry bushes. So this tree is a Chinese chestnut and it's just starting to leaf out. And we actually have some of those up at the top of the driveway by the road, and they're producing chestnuts and the squirrels just love them.
Yep. These are a Chinese hybrid.
Hybrid, yep.
Yep.
And here are our figs, and they are really leafing out, doing well. We even have a tiny little fig coming up right under this plant here, under this leaf. I'll lift it up here. And these are hardy in our area. And Kevin, what's the name of them again?
They're Chicago hardy or brown turkey figs. And we don't know which are which because our labels blew off during the windstorms.
But they're really doing well, and we've had people that have bought them and been very happy, with it. These, you have to take care of in the winter. Either bring them in your basement or garage, or in a little protected area, or as Kevin has made several videos of how we have a whole group of them outside, but we cover them over with a hoop and kind of like a tarp thing. So if you're interested in that, they are great and they taste so good. I never liked figs at all, and then Kevin had gotten some and I was like, and then when they produced, oh, they're delicious. And we'll circle around here a little bit. These are just ones we're planting on our property over here.
Various different tree types here.
Yeah, right there. And we have a few of the flowering crab apple trees. That's these right on this side. And then we have, these are hazelnuts, and we'll probably have some more. But these are the ones that are first starting to leaf out. So I said, time to go outside and, enjoy the sunshine. We have a lot of maples. These are maples that have grown around our area, and we just dug them up and planted them, and they're growing like crazy. So they're very tolerant in our zone, which is 5A, up in Oswego, New York. So this different sizes. And I'll scoot around this side. These are peony flowers. There are two different colors that we have. We have in here pink and also the red. And they get pretty high, and all, but they make those beautiful flowers.
And they are top heavy when they flower, so they will fall over. They do need some support.
Yeah.
When they're in full bloom.
And you can get any type of support, like a Tractor Supply or something, for them, but they're gorgeous. This row consists of a couple different things. We have one almond tree, and this is the Hall's Hardy almond, and that we actually got from nuts that we grew from back in our food forest. And they are huge trees now. How tall do you think those are about?
20, over 20 feet.
20 feet, yeah. And the squirrels love them, love them. We get some nuts though. Then coming over here, these are, I believe, pussy willows. Yep. So we have 3 pussy willows. And then over in this row, we have some young honeyberries, which are also known as hascaps, H-A-S caps, and they are one of the first berries to produce in our area. Also, they kind of hide their berries. They're kind of underneath, so you have to turn your head. Our dog used to tell us when they were ripe because he would try and steal them. They are like a blueberry and they're sweet, but they're a little more elongated looking. So they're delicious, and we put them in our smoothies. And this last row over here are our peach trees, baby peach trees.
So these peach trees are grown from seed here, so we can't say what the fruit will actually be like. They're stone-free, are the ones that we've been selecting for, so that the pit, the stone inside of the fruit of the peach, isn't challenging to get out. You can get some nice sweet ones, but we don't know what these ones will actually taste like yet.
Because we like the one that's outside the house there.
Blushing star.
Yes,
we have
blushing star.
Yep.
But we have bees, and anything can cross-pollinate, in this area. But the peaches go in our smoothies every morning too. Well, that's the front part of the greenhouse. So let's walk to the back, which has a lot of the berries and some of the trees. This area here, these 2 rows are elderberries, and a couple maples stuck in there I have to get out, and we're feeding the bees with the dandelion.
So they're native elderberry plants from our property. They're very hardy, and a lot of people use them for different medicinal purposes.
Yeah, you don't eat them off the bush. You have to either make tea out of them or like a syrup medicinal, for it. And this row here are our hardy kiwi. There's some male and female, and but they do grow large, and you need like an arbor or a pergola or something for them to climb, up. Their flowers smell wonderful. They're mostly for the animals.
The fruit are very small, not like the kiwis that you buy in the grocery
Correct.
store. The size of grapes.
Correct, and therefore the birds get them first. But we're all happy about feeding nature, so they're gorgeous. And in here, there's some volunteer maples, but just starting are our blackberries.
These are semi-erect, thornless blackberry plants.
Yeah. And let's walk along this way in the circle, okay? So here are our honeyberries.
Honey locust.
I'm sorry, honey locust. And there's some a little older than others. They're really nice. They can grow big and all, so we're very happy with those. And over the next row, these are curly willow, also known as corkscrew willow. And the nice things about these variety compared to some of the ones you see along the road, where they grow and they're thick and they split, and these kind of tend, it matters how you prune them, but they tend to stay erect and bunched together, so they're nicer on someone's property and not as much trouble as the ones we see along the road.
Very decorative. We're growing these in a living fence as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. And right across there's one in this sky there. These over here are our service berries. I think it's amyl and cherry or something like that. This is the type. And
Juneberries or Saskatoons, those are other names for them.
And they can get pretty tall.
Oh yeah.
And all.
We've got some that are 12 feet, and they can be really bush-like. Wildlife love them, and we love them too. The berries are delicious.
And some of them are just starting to flower out here, and there's a couple back there that are, so they're great. And this whole area here, these are currants, but they're different types of currants. So this first group are our pink currants, which are the champagne currants, and I believe they're a cross between the reds and the whites.
And they are very sweet and delicious.
Yep. And then our next area, which consists of here, are our black currants. And they are more of a tart type of ones. They're very healthy. supposedly healthier than the others and all.
Well, they've got lots of anthocyanins as well as other phytonutrients, but more anthocyanins, which are, most people think of the blueberry plants as being so nutritious, but these actually have more anthocyanins that are really helpful for glutathione and other important biological effects in your body.
So they're wonderful. And then these last group of 2 rows, these are our red currants. So they come back. They're a little smaller, and they kind of go and hang off in batches. And I found that they're easy to pick if you just grab your hand under the batch and just pull down into a little bowl. It's nice. They're just come out a little easier than some of the others.
So the berries in the cluster tend to ripen at about the same time. There'll be a few, if you grab a cluster of them, that aren't completely ripe at the time that you grab them, but the majority will be if you time it correctly. And they get quite large. They get about 4 to 5 foot tall and very large. Each one of these different types of currants.
Yeah, and because we have a group out back, which are the parents of these guys over here, so I would go usually pick the ones from the big one over there. This group right here, all these rows, and I'll get out of the way, these are gooseberries. And there's 2 different colors of the berries. One's a pinkish one, and the other's kind of a green. They're sweet, delicious, healthy for you. They do have some thorns on their stems, you can see, like here, which isn't a big deal. You just tell the children not to reach in with their hands right off the bat.
Just to be careful.
Yeah.
Yep. The bees love them. All the beneficial insects love all of these different ribes. These are all part of the same group of plants. The gooseberries, the currants, all very much related. Real easy to reproduce and all.
Yeah. And then we'll walk down over this way. These are just some of the grasses like we have around the pond. Like
ornamental grasses.
Yes, ornamental grasses with a little, looks like calendula possibly over there, or chamomile plant stuck in there. And these trees are burning bushes. Yep. And I think we have five of those. They're gorgeous in the fall. They're just like bright, red. Oh, they're wonderful. And our last group of bushes are our jostaberries, or some people call them hostaberries. This first letter is a J. And they are actually a cross between those gooseberries and the black currant. So they're very, very tasty, and you don't get that tartness, and the berries themselves are bigger, than the black currants, closer to the gooseberries.
Yeah, or the size of grapes potentially.
Yeah, about size of
really
grapes.
Delicious.
Yes, and these are a lot of the different type of species we don't see very much. You go to the store and you see like blueberry plants or strawberries, but these are definitely out there in the world, and a lot of people are now becoming aware of their health benefits, and they're easy to grow. And these guys can get fairly tall too, and all. Yeah,
they can get up over 6 feet tall. Yep. And turn into very large bushes, but the deer really do like these ones. They'll go preferentially to the josta or hostaberries as opposed to going to the currants or the gooseberries. Although they will nibble on those, preferentially they'll go for these plants right here.
Yeah, but they do grow big, and there's plenty to share, with everybody. So that's pretty much what's growing currently. I'm sure there'll be more, as I'll give you an update later and all. If you are interested in purchasing any of these plants, go to our website. It's mindfullivingsanctuary.com, and you'll see in your pull down menu it says contact. and that'll give the information to contact us. Again, we're in Oswego, New York, Zone 5A. We don't do any shipping, so it's more of a local, or if you're in this area here. But it'd be great to see you, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it fun or informative, give us a thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Bye everybody.